Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Bundesliga, our last day watch-along special. Ready to get into the final match day of the Bundesliga live for all you good people, and, well, basically for me and Mark to enjoy. Lots on the line. We're going to kind of explain how we're setting up for the afternoon, basically, in the next few minutes. There's all sorts we know that is to be decided on final day, Mark. How buzzing are you for this afternoon, all these next 2 hours, basically?
Yeah, I always get weirdly a little bit nervous at this time. I don't know what it is, even though, my biggest club, Nuremberg, is not involved. And obviously, Augsburg have a chance to get in Conference League, but it's not the main, probably topic we're going to be discussing today. But I always get a little bit nervous. I don't know why, because there's so much on the line for these players, these fans, especially at the bottom of the league. The futures of these clubs literally depend on today, it's always, just looking at Pauli, there's a fantastic tifo as well there that they've unveiled as we have like the Jackson Irvine wearing the captain's armband on the screen. There's no bigger, we can see the pyro from the Wolfsburg fans as well. It looks like a brilliant atmosphere over there in the north in Hamburg. But yeah, what can you say, Roy? There's just so much on, going on today, so much at stake, and it's always one of the best highlights of the season, this match week 34, isn't it?
Yeah, especially when there's so much riding on it as well. Sometimes we've done these when there's been loads involved. Sometimes we've done them when there's not that much involved, but we know there is. It's also beautiful in Heidenheim, so I've got that on my tablet. They've done a brilliant tifo, crazy in love with this like deranged looking person. It's really cool. And I've got, of course, Stuttgart versus Frankfurt on my phone as well. So I'm tracking those two games and watching them live. Mark's watching the conference, so he's been able to see all the goals, basically. So I'll be calling the action from the two games I'm watching, and Mark will kind of keep everyone up to date with other goals that are going in. I'll be tracking them as well, as you can see on screen. But yeah, moving the dial over to the Champions League. It's all in the VfB's hands today. We know obviously what teams are going to be trying to achieve around the Mark. But obviously starting 11s are out, of course. We're about to kick off. I'm happy with the way that Stuttgart are lining up, albeit the three at the back always does give me the wobbles in terms of the way that Stuttgart might defend and how open this game might be.
Yeah, it's absolutely huge, isn't it? Yeah, it really is. We don't quite know what Frankfurt are going to serve up. Like, I can see that they've already got they've held up a banner today, basically saying that they're not overly happy with what they've seen, and they're complaining that it seems there's going to be quite a few protests from Frankfurt, which is a kind of backdrop against this huge game for the away side. So quite often that plays into the hands of Stuttgart, really, doesn't it? Often when a team is, the fans are kind of disinterested really in the result, that kind of plays into Stuttgart's hands, which is one of the reasons why I picked the VfB to win this game. But it's absolutely huge. It really is, obviously. Yeah, I'm just seeing that fantastic tifo as well from Heidenheim. That's awesome, really. That's a great one. Just as we're about to kick off as well in Germany. What can you say about Heidenheim as well, Rory? Obviously, the other game that you're covering, obviously they've made the great escape, effectively, haven't they? A team that come from nowhere to give themselves a chance. And yeah, we both tipped them to do it. Well, actually, I tipped them to do it. You didn't quite, because you went for the Wolfsburg win in Pauli, didn't you? But we both tipped them to win today. So that would mean it's all down to what happens in Hamburg for who keeps their place well, remember, none of these teams will technically keep the place, because even the team that comes out on top will have to go through a difficult playoff as well. So it's definitely not a guarantee, even if for the team that does finish 16th, but we are underway, and just on my screen is Hoffenheim have already won a corner in Gladbach. Obviously another team that are highly tipped to win, Rory, aren't they? Are you underway there as well on your screen? Mine seems quite prompt today, which makes a change.
Yeah, underway here in Heidenheim. Yeah, just early battles for the ball. A bit frenzied and frenetic. We're not underway in Frankfurt because no one can see a thing. Basically, because there's been a load of pyro let off. So the match hasn't quite kick-started yet. So yeah, underway in Heidenheim. Delightfully, it's going to mean a bit of a delay for Stuttgart, so keep us all on edge a little bit. Just drawing some attention to some nice comments. Irish Brusen, aka Oltan, top lad. Thanks for a great season, lad. Enjoy the games. Hope you do enjoy it as well, mate. And of course, you'll have vested interest in that Dortmund game as well. Big welcome back to RBL Talk and Justin. Lovely to see you back and watching with us, pal. Absolute delight. You're obviously on the SCF Leipzig match, and you're underway in that. So hopefully you can help us keep on top of that game as well, and everyone else that's watching along. So yeah, I mean, no early goals. I have actually been randomly tracking the Celtic Hearts game. Mark, I don't know if you've been aware of what's going on there, but Celtic have won 3-1 in the last minute or the last few minutes.
So no way, did they?
They've won the title again. Yeah. Absolute, travesty for Scotland, that is, isn't it?
But I did see that they got I saw the score at 1-1. I saw they got yet another penalty at Celtic. It's been quite controversial over there, hasn't it, about some of the decisions that have gone the way of the record champions over there. But yeah, that is disappointing. I think like everyone, I was hoping that Hearts were going to come up trumps there. But yeah, that's football, I guess.
Yeah, this is true. Mind are settled in quite nicely early doors here. Against Heidenheim, obviously a very capable football team. We know that this is a tough fixture, but they obviously don't have necessarily anything to play for, but that might give them a bit of freedom as well. They're knocking it around quite nicely. Heidenheim will just want to keep things tight, and they managed to get the ball away there. Like the starting lineup for Heidenheim, which has been doing a great job, Mark, in the last, however many matches now. Zizavadze, Pieringer, Dinky, and Ibrahimovic, all going to be so central to that. But they've got to, of course, defend really well against a talented Mainz side who are completely capable of scoring many goals. So yeah, there's a lot on the line. We know it, and the game is just settling in. Still not underway in Stuttgart. In Frankfurt either. Any action in the other two games? I can see Justin's informing us of a few chances for Leipzig early on. Diamande shock horror being involved there. Anything from the Champions League related games, Mark?
No, nothing at all so far. On my screen, it's actually Werder versus Borussia Dortmund at the minute. Yeah, so that's one of the games that obviously aren't so important today. It's technically a dead rubber for both teams. I mean, you could argue that Werder could get up a couple of places, but it's not really one of the main topics. I mean, that's one of the issues with the conference, I guess. They do tend to like over televise the games with like the teams like Bayern and Dortmund, even though neither of those teams have anything to play for in this game. But they've already switched over to one of the big ones, the Pauli versus Wolfsburg, just as we see Dieter Hecking on the screen. You can already send, obviously, I've got the screen. I've got the sound off today due to obviously doing this, but you could tell the kind of tension. There's a lot of graffiti, like what would you call it, confetti on the pitch as well. I think obviously a quite big choreo and pyro shows as well at that game. There's going to be huge nerves. I mean, I predicted that the first half in that will be super, super scrappy, to be honest. I mean, if there's ever a bet today, I would say the 0-0 at half time in St. Pauli and Wolfsburg is a good bet. But I think both teams are going to try and keep it tight and just keep it going. But Wolfsburg have the early possession, like you might imagine. They're just playing it around quite nicely at the minute around the back. I don't see Amur on the pitch. I've not seen all the starting lineups so far, but it seems as though Amur is not out, and I don't think Wimmer is either. Although actually is Wimmer out there. know, it seems like Wimmer is on the pitch actually for Wolfsburg. So that's just as Pauli break away here. But they're already moving away to the next game, which is your game, Rory. So what have you noticed so far in obviously Heidenheim, Mainz? Has much happened over there in that one?
No, settling in. Mainz have had more of the ball so far. They've not been afraid to go long and test out this Heidenheim team just to make sure that they're completely switched on. And they've won quite a lot of second balls already so far. So they're very clearly motivated Mainz and look like they're well up for the contest, which a few people might not have assumed. Heidenheim again just defending their penalty box here. Quite happy just to sit in and probably wait for their chances on the break. So Mainz are building nicely at the moment and look like the most likely team to score for sure at the moment. And we're away in Stuttgart after a good delay. So we're distinctly very much held up initially, but we are underway. So I've got my eyes firmly fixed on that. And I think, wow, yes, goal. And it's not good news for Heidenheim. It is 1-0 to Mainz 0, and it's that man Tietz. Again, just as literally as I turn my eye away from it, great play down the left-hand side. Clips it in, little deflection, and Tietz is basically on the line there to head in from a yard. Great play from Patuski, the young defender, goes all the way down to the left flank and manages to whip in a nice deflected cross in the end. So it's a bit of fortune in the end, but Tietz is on his own in the box to score the first goal of the afternoon, and a huge one at that, Mark. That's the last thing that Heidenheim wanted.
Yeah, it seems like Philipp Tietz has done his hipster brothers St. Pauli some good there as well. Actually, like every time I see Philipp Tietz, he looks more and more hipster, basically. But yeah, I mean, he's had a great season. He really has a great second half of the season at Mainz. But obviously that goal goes to Paluski, really. Paluski deserves the credit for that one. It's a great assist from him and the easiest finish in the world for Philipp Tietz for yet another goal for him, which been a really, really productive second half of the season. There wasn't much of a celebration. I think, I'm not quite sure why he didn't really celebrate, but I think everyone in the Bundesrepublik has got a bit of a soft spot for Heidenheim, and I think that includes the Mainz players, judging by that celebration after the goal.
Yeah.
I can't really see. As far as I know, Tietz never played for Heidenheim. Correct me if I'm wrong, but. There was definitely a muted celebration when he scored that goal, wasn't there? So,
crikey. That's first chance of the game for Frankfurt there, Mark. Nice counter-attack and exactly what I talked about in terms of being able to make the most of that three-man defence. It's a good save from Nubel, and it's good hands as well to make sure the rebound doesn't go out into the box. So that's a challenge.
Just as Pauli have a corner as well. Sorry, just as Pauli have a corner. Sorry, yeah. I mean, they don't get many corners, so he swung it in. He swung it. Oh, it's rubbish, though. Yeah, the Wolfsburg fans have really turned out today. By the way, they're all in green. They've come in matching shirts. Oh, there's a good ball came in from Pauli there. Who'll be quite happy with the start to the game, to be honest, Rory. No, I think most people have Pauli down as the least likely to avoid the relegation playoff out of the three, don't they? But they've actually started quite well. Just as we move on, Union have scored, unfortunately, for me anyway. Union Berlin ahead in the game. Yeah, and it looks as though it's a counter-attack. It's really good play from Rennerv, and it's just a long ball straight down. Wow, it's a real scrappy one. Oh, my God, what a scrappy goal. Like, it's just a massive mix-up from the goalkeeper. Finn Darman has clattered into his own player. And it's actually, it looks like Illich is the one that's eventually put it in the back of the net. But that's a horror show from the FCR, who, by the way, the FCR fans have turned out in huge numbers today as well. But, it's got to go down as a huge defensive / goalkeeping error, really. Darman was way too far out of his goal, and he's just ended up getting done there completely. A really poor goal to concede for the FCR. But Illich gets a rare goal, I think only his third of the season, despite being a starting number 9 for them. So, yeah, Rory, a bit of a disappointing start for my boys, but it's been a good season regardless. And the Etta form team goes on, really, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, they've found a way just recently to confirm their survival. Heidenheim corner. Oh no, sorry, Mainz corner. But at the end where I think all the Heidenheim ultras are, and they've got all the flares out, the bright red and the bright blue is all going everywhere. So they still believe very firmly, and good on them to do so. But they've got to defend this corner. First and foremost, of course, it's going to be Amiri swinging it in. Oh no, he plays it short, and then gets fouled. So dangerous free kick now to Mainz. So yeah, Heidenheim having to suck it up right now. Obviously, there's a lot of enthusiasm out there for them. They want to try and get on the ball, get some chances, and get the crowds to really ignite. But they look completely behind them, as they will be the whole way. But they need to weather this storm, and they obviously, ideally, Mark, they need to completely avoid going 2 goals down, or else it will be really, really tricky for them. The ball swung in. Oh, I think Teets has just hit the bar. Or the post.
Jeez.
Oh, he's hit the bar. Wow. Could and should have been 2-0, Mark. Great chance.
Wow.
Lovely ball swung in by Amiri to run onto, and he volleys it. It's a nice finish, but yeah, it's off the bar. Is that the big chance that Heidenheim needed to go their way?
Yeah, it's not looking good for the FC High, is it? It seems as though, or just as Bayern have scored, by the way, and obviously a dead rubber, which is not really too much of a surprise. But It looks as though they're congratulating Kane on 9.5 minutes to goal. It looks as though Kane's got his latest of, what is that, 34th league goal of the season, 35th. But either way, it's a lot of goals. Just take you through this one as well. It's well kept in by Kimmich. Poorly defended, which has been a problem for Köln the whole season, hasn't it? Yeah, and it's that boy. It's a brilliant finish in the end from Harry Kane, who's got yet another goal on the volley, actually. Giving them the lead in this game. But yeah, as you say, Rory, I mean, Heidenheim haven't started well at all in the game. Mainz are completely dominant. It was always a worry that Mainz might decide to turn it on. I mean, they are ultimately a better team than Heidenheim, Rory. They've got better players. Just as we see, Gladbach have scored. That's huge news potentially for the VfB, Rory. The first piece of good news for you. Let's have a look at this one because it's just scanned onto Ilter and he seems to think that the goal was a little bit dodgy. Let's just have a look at that one. But officially, it seems as though Gladbach have scored. Let's just see the replay because they only just flash on when the goal goes in here. It's a long throw originally. And it's poorly cleared initially. Oh, no, I don't see any problem with that at all. It's 1-0 to Gladbach. I can't quite see who's got the goal yet. I think it could have been Ulrich, Who is it? It's it does take an awfully long time to show who actually scores the goal in these.
There's been chances in my 2 games as well.
It's a goal regardless anyway. And BMG, Borussia Mönchengladbach. Congratulations to the Boston Gladbach boys. And they're away again here, by the way, Gladbach. Wow. Are Hoffenheim about to bottle it? That would mean if the scores stay the same, the VfB would only need a point at Frankfurt, Rory. So what's going on in your games?
Well, we just had a good chance, actually. Stuttgart, or corner as well. Or can you? Recycled back to Furyk here. Offside, I think. Oh, no. Playing on, it seems. Furyk again keeps it in. Another corner. Good pressure, basically, from Stuttgart now. Furyk had a chance which led to the corner in the first place. A good save in the end by Zetterer as he was released down the flank. And we'll come back to that because there was a good chance for Heidenheim. I think it was an Ibrahimovic volley from a nice cross. Almost found its way in as a really good strike, actually. And went narrowly wide, so it's a good chance there. And Heidenheim might start building on that because that's exactly what they need—a bit of confidence, basically. Some nice updates as well from Justin via RBL Talk. Looks like there's been a couple of chances here and there, but Freiburg overrunning RB at the moment and controlling possession. So that's some good work from Freiburg. Just back to the Stuttgart corner, whipped in.
Yeah, Bayern have got the second, by the way. It's Harry Kane again. He's still going. He's still going for that golden boot. I think that record goal scorer. It's a free kick. It's actually a free kick from Harry Kane, but it's passed to him short and finished into the bottom corner. As Stuck. Oh, okay. What's happened there? Okay, Rory, I think there could be something about to happen in your game, actually.
Yeah, we've just seen it. Yeah, amazing. 1-0 to the VfB. Corner was swung in from Furyk. Headed down. Who was it? Was it Chima? I'm sorry, I'm looking off screen here. Great header from Chima. Unbelievable. Not really marked that well. Gets up perfectly. Looks like Chabot's about to knock him out before he gets to it, actually. But amazing header. 1-0 to the VfB. Things are going well for Stuttgart right now. That's a huge goal. And what's so interesting is that would he have even been playing if Karatsaw didn't get that red card? So lovely stuff at the moment from the VfB perspective. That Gladbach goal followed up by Chambers' goal from a corner. Really, really well timed. Not seen or heard much from Leverkusen, Mark. Has anything happened in that game?
Yeah, Grimaldo just had a free kick, which was blocked on the line, really. Yeah, so Leverkusen are on the front foot, but obviously right now VfB are well ahead. They would only need a draw effectively as things stand, and it will be a big test of the character of the SGE now, what they can do, because obviously they're not in a good moment in the season at all, and they could end up getting kind of run over by the Stuttgart side now. For the first time, it's actually flashed onto Freiburg RBL, actually. Yeah, we've not seen much from that game at all, so I guess not too much is going on in that one. Yeah, but I mean, Rory, you're the big winner so far. I'm the big loser because the FCR are losing after a horror goal going against them, really. And by the way, the FCR are kind of well on top as well. They're dominating the game. It was just kind of long ball up top from them, but yeah, what can you say? I mean, it's been already a lot of action. There always are in these kind of games, and a lot of key goals in the big games as well, Rory. I mean, the only one that's still goalless is the game that I predicted to be goalless the whole 90 minutes, and that's obviously Pauli Wolfsburg, isn't it?
Yeah, predictably so, sadly. For that, it must be so tense in the Milan tour right now, but you're going to be looking for any kind of piece of quality to pick up there. Not much else has happened in either of my games. Frankfurt did have a good chance to break and got into the penalty area, but it was just about dealt with by Stuttgart. And Heidenheim tried to just get on the ball there, but it was offside as well, I think. So at the moment, it's not going too well for Heidenheim. And as it stands, it's obviously Wolfsburg, Mark, who are currently surviving, or at least getting that 16th place spot. Right now, I don't know, I guess what you think, they'll be getting messages from the sideline saying, oh, by the way, Heidenheim are losing, so don't do anything stupid, sort of thing. Do you think that sort of messaging that will be coming out from the coaches and the staff?
To an extent, yeah. I think obviously you do have to play the circumstances in these kind of games, and at the end of the day, if they have to take a 0-0, then so be it ultimately, because, we know that they've not had a great season and the confidence isn't particularly high. So I think, say Heidenheim go 2-0 down even, then we will probably see a very defensive display from Wolfsburg, I would imagine. But the problem is then all of a sudden if things change, then you're not in an ideal situation, because say you do go a goal down and you've got to go attacking all of a sudden, then it's not good, is it? Just as a 20-minute mark has passed in that part of the world. Who scored there? Seems like Köln have got a goal back in what promises to be a goal fest in the Allianz. Just 70 minutes on the clock. It's already 2-1 over there. Who's got the goal there? It looks as though I think who's got the goal with another great finish from him. That's the Bundesliga for you, though, isn't it? Often it works out like that. It is El Mahler who's got the goal, which is great for him to get a goal in the Allianz. Well taken, as always, really, as his finishing continues to improve as the season moves on. There's probably, I think we both predicted a goal fest there, didn't we? I think did we go 4-1 each? But I definitely think we're going to see a lot of goals there. But as for the relegation situation, obviously it's Heidenheim are the big losers there, really. They wanted it to be the opposite way. They wanted to get that early goal, go 1-0 ahead, and then you're in a much better position. But from what I've seen on the conference, it seems like Mainz are just bossing this game really at the minute, and they're just playing. They look the much better side. They're playing some pretty good football, led by the likes of Amiri. And for Heidenheim, it could be one game too far from what we've seen so far. I don't think it's a case that they bottled it. I just think Mainz have really turned up and played better than what people probably expected here. There's still time, there is still time. It's unlikely that one team is going to run away with it in Hamburg, in St. Pauli. So I think, if Heidenheim will know that if they win this game, they will have a chance right until the last minute. But they've got to play a lot better at the minute. They look a little bit flat and they're really struggling, to be honest. Just as I see a replay as well where, it's just showing that bar hitting from Tees where he really should have scored, by the way.
I think there's just been another big goal, Mark.
Seems as though Heidenheim had a couple of half chances. The what? It's a
big goal in Gladbach.
Is it just coming up? The TSG have equalized just as you speak. It's it seems like. Let's have a look. Oh no, Gladbach. Sorry. These conferences can be so poor sometimes. They always focus on the players most of the time rather than the actual goal. But it's 2-0 to Gladbach actually. It's a good goal as well. Actually, it's a really well. It seems as though it's taken Gladbach 33 games, but they finally decided to show up just in time for Rory and his boys. And it's terrible defending, I think, from legend of the show, Kufal, who's made a horrible mess up there, by the way, failing to clear it. It's is it Tabakovic? It's Tabakovic who's got the 2-0 as well, and it's wow. The Hoffenheim fans are furious as well. It's just showing them, and they look livid at the performance so far. What can you say? Just as Freiburg have scored as well. It looks as though Jan Niklas Bester has got a goal for Freiburg in the Europa Park Stadion. Obviously, if they win, they would be guaranteed Europa Conference League, but obviously they've got Champions League on their mind as well. Let's just take you through this goal. It's good play from Manzambi, and then pretty poor defending from Leipzig there. They failed to get it clear. Oh, is he onside? Oh, is that? Wow, strange goal a little bit. There was a header that came off the bar, and then it comes back out, and Bester is just there to tap it in. I guess he was onside. Seems like the header was from Ginter, and it's come off the bar, and pretty poor defending. Just as Leverkusen have a penalty, Rory. Leverkusen have a penalty. It's all going on. Let me just talk you through this as well before we pass back on to Rory. But I think they're just VAR checking this Leverkusen penalty. It did look like it was inside the area. I think they're checking whether the foul was inside and whether sometimes they can take an awfully long time, these VAR checks. But let's have a look. Just as Bayern got a third away, Wow, that's going to be an absolute goal fest there at the Allianz, I think. Barely 20 minutes on the clock there, and it's already 3-1. Just stay with you on this. Hamburg are protesting. I think it was a foul from Tuaranga, but Paddy Schick is ready, standing over for yet another potential goal for him. Just as I'm seeing the replay, Karl has had a really good game, by the way, for Bayern, the returning Karl. Just in time for Germany, potentially. I think the goal was... The thing is, I've got so many things on my screen that I can't see who got every goal there. I can only see the finish. As the penalty has been awarded, by the way, and we're going to see Schick step up right now. Schick steps up, and it's saved. The penalty's saved. Unbelievable. Paddy Schick has missed a penalty.
Wow.
It does happen. Just as it comes in again, Leverkusen are all over them at the minute. But wow, what a save from the novice goalkeeper as well. I believe he's a replacement keeper. It's not wow, it's a good save. It's a good height, but he hits it hard, and it's a really good save, actually. So, Rory, everything going your way at the minute, isn't it?
Yep, it
just as
certainly
Freiburg
is.
Scored again, by the way. Freiburg 2-0. But I'll pass it on to you.
Justin, won't be happy, I'm sure. Yeah, 2-0 to Freiburg. Obviously getting themselves in good form for Wednesday. It's been back and forth in Heidenheim, really has. Frank Feller, obviously kind of standing goalkeeper for Heidenheim in place of Ramage, has done well actually to keep it at 1-0. He made a really good decision to come out and stop Tietz from having a potential goal. So yeah, he's done quite well there. There's slight conversations about maybe there should have been a Heidenheim penalty from a corner, but that was waved away. So yeah, it remains 1-0, but Mainz completely in control, like you said, Mark, playing some just super cool football. And just knocking it about with great ease, confidence, and why wouldn't you when you've got nothing really to worry about or kind of play for? Heidenheim, nervous at the moment. You can see it in the stands as well. Might be transferring over to the players. There was another shot for Mainz as well that could have gone in. Moving my attention over to Stuttgart, it's been a bit more controlled since that opening goal. There has been a bit of an injury for Frankfurt for a little while, so we are going to have probably an absolute heap of injury time. Oh my God. Oh, that should have been 1-1. Ozun, hugely talented player, goes pretty much all the way through the Stuttgart team here. Awful defending. Chabot on his backside as always. Great save from Nubel. Should have been 1-1 there for Frankfurt. Great, I mean, deserved a goal. To be frankly honest, that was lovely play. He's a player that has come back and looked just so natural back in football and looks like a huge talent. Just a corner for Frankfurt, so just stay with me for a second. So about to swing it in. Let's see if Stuttgart can deal with this. 22 minutes in here. In swinger, half dealt with. Looks like it's going to be a goal kick in the end. Chabot gets up and defends well, but I think it's come off a Frankfurt player. So, I mean, there's all sorts going on. Bayern in charge at the moment at home. Nothing in Bremen, Mark. Have you had any snippets of anything that's happened there?
Literally nothing, but I am just getting the highlights of Pauli Wolfsburg. Both sides have hit the bar in that game, actually. Wow. I think it was Fujita hit the bar for Pauli with a great strike from outside the area and then a scrappy effort from a corner. I think it was actually a brilliant save from Vasily as well, who saved it onto the bar. Wow, yeah. So the game, and actually Wolfsburg have just had another chance a couple of minutes ago as well. So the game is maybe a little bit more open than what we would imagine. With both, I mean, Pauli is still today. You know, they were very unlucky with that one. It clattered off the underside of the bar and then just went, no one was there to finish it up. But Wolfsburg probably having more of the possession in this one, but look very nervy. It keeps flashing to the Wolfsburg players, and they look like a bag of nerves, to be honest with you, out there. So Pauli will be quite happy with how things are going right now, and you just need that bit of luck. We know that they struggle to score goals. They've got a free kick here, by the way, in a decent position that they can swing in. So just stay with me for this. Wolfsburg literally has just shown Grabara, and he looks like so tense, really. It's like, let's see this free kick whipped in from Pauli now. And it looks like a good one, by the way, but it's well defended, but it's not fully cleared. Ooh. Pauli still have the ball on the wing back there. Oh, now then, Pauli with a chance. Oh, he's just messed it up, though. The final ball there, he just had to square it, and there was a Pauli player in the area. Geez, Pauli. Some decent football, but it's just the same old Pauli. They just can't score goals. So from what I've seen, Pauli are playing quite well, and they'll be relatively happy with what they're doing so far.
Huge chance for Heidenheim as well. Mark should have been 1-1. Great play down the left flank, I think it was, to cut it back, and it's a great big save in net for Mainz to keep it, and then there's a couple of blocks following that. Really could have been 1-1 there. Huge moment again in the game, not quite going in favour of the hosts, but they'll at least be encouraged by what they can produce. They know that they can produce it as well. At the moment, it's just a bit of a scrap in Frankfurt. I don't think Stuttgart will necessarily feel that they've played super well since they scored, but equally, Frankfurt, they're getting through on goal a few times, but haven't been completely dominant in the game equally as well. So we're having a bit of a lull in proceedings. No goals for about 2 minutes here, which is a shock. Oh, here come Heidenheim again, down the left-hand side. Offside. That's a shame. There's a good chance there as well. So they're starting to improve, Heidenheim. I think they're starting to settle in. 30 odd minutes in, there's still an age to go really from a footballing sense, and we know that. They've still got a full hour's worth of football and added time to react and try and turn this game around. So there's still loads of football ahead of us. But obviously we know that's got to start changing for Heidenheim fairly soon. Again, a replay of that big chance again, some big blocks.
Oh, how's he missed that, Rory? Really, I've just got it as well, and that's an absolute careers are made and lost on those kind of misses. You know what I mean? It's just as we finally go to Bremen, by the way. But I guess not much has really happened there. It is Dortmund on the ball, but it all looks very scrappy, really. We've already moved away literally in seconds as RB Leipzig have pulled a goal back, by the way. Yeah, literally, I think we got about 2 seconds of Bremen there. Absolutely brilliant play from Diamande, who squares, I think, to, who is it? Actually, a pretty good goal from Leipzig's perspective. It's just great from Diamande, and then it's, who is it that gets the strike in the end?
Is it Udragao?
Yeah, Dragao, it is. Yeah, wow. Really nice strike actually into the bottom corner. Wow, that's turned out to be another good game there at the one thing I've got to say, by the way, is Matanovic has turned into a hell of a good striker in recent weeks. Like, he's having a stormer today. He really is. Like, he's going to have a big season ahead next year. I think he's already had a good season this year. He's got around about 20 goals in all comps, but today he's just tearing Leipzig apart, to be honest with you. And in the air and also with the ball at his feet, he looks like a great player. So he's one that's had a really, really strong finish to the season, isn't he? But yeah, some good football on display in Freiburg, as you would imagine, from two teams in the top 7 in the Bundesliga. Sadly, Augsburg, the dreams are looking a little bit unlikely at the minute for Europa League football. It looks a bit of a scrap there in Berlin, just as Wolf has made a poor tackle. Let's hope he's not going to get sent off here, but it did look like a bit of a lunge there from Marius Wolf. Let's have a look. But yeah, it's not looking good for Augsburg. They're going to need turnaround in result in obviously Freiburg, and they're going to have to turn it around themselves. But they can still be proud of themselves this season. It's not the end of the world if they don't get. Some would even say it'd be a blessing in disguise, because if you end up with a small squad, it's a bad challenge that from Wolf. By the way, it's.
Tell you what, Mark.
But I think he's going to get away with it with a buckle.
Heidenheim are living on borrowed time here. Mainz have just hit the post again.
Wow.
Or hit the woodwork again. Nedim Amiri just coasting through the defense, goes out wide, gets his effort on off target, on target, wherever you deem it, hitting the post these days. Great strike, hits the post and goes out. The only thing you can say is, when it comes to the second half, you just hope that Heidenheim can make the most of these kind of lifelines that they've been given. Because really, they probably should be 3-0 down in the match. and Frankfurt just went narrowly wide from a corner. I think it was Skihiri with the header. So encouragement for the home side. In Frankfurt, I think since the goal's gone in, they've reacted pretty well. Overall, and your comment, Mark, about Stuttgart maybe being able to run away with it. That's not happened yet. We've not seen it. So yeah, there's still a lot of pressure. And you never know if a Hoffenheim goal goes in or whatever might happen. So Stuttgart's got to keep going here and stay as switched on as they possibly can. Heidenheim just won a free kick here, not in a super dangerous area, but quite far out on the right hand side.
Wolfsburg are in, but it's a massive save. Oh, what a save from Vasily. How is this game 0-0, by the way? Really, like both Wolfsburg have hit the post twice, Pauli once, and now off the line just a few minutes ago, and now a great save from a one-on-one from Vasily. That's a massive save. It really is. I think it's Dagheem who goes through. He actually hits it well, but it's fantastically saved by, absolutely brilliant save by Vasily. I mean, it is still 0-0 like I predicted, but it's not been the game that I expected. I mean, it could be 2-2 very easily this game, to be honest. But Christian Eriksen, who's caused a lot of problems with corners, puts another corner in. It's 1-0 Wolfsburg. Once again, the corner defending is horrendous from Pauli. Absolutely horrendous. They've hit the post from the last two, and now they've conceded from one. I cannot believe it. Oh, yeah, what can you say? Wolfsburg have taken the lead. I think it's Pejsinovic who's got the goal, is it? Or is it Kuliarakis? Kuliarakis who's got the header. And it's just Pauli cannot defend. When you're a team that struggled to score goals so much, you cannot defend corners like that. And it was a great ball in, but, oh, geez, it's just not defended at all. And Kuliarakis rises highest and just nicks it past the crowded Vasily. It's actually a good header from his perspective. He gets up well, but it's the third corner in a row that they've not defended. And, oh, geez, that's a blow. It looks like Wolfsburg are well on course now. Everything's going right for them. They look on course for the playoff, Rory.
Yeah, huge moment in that match. Just like you've described, really not being able to defend those key moments, Pauli, and so it's a long way to come back from their point of view. Being able to maybe score 2 goals and more, depending on what happened in this Heidenheim match, which obviously isn't going the way of the hosts at the moment. And they just had a head injury in the box for Heidenheim. Just having a quick look just to see if there was any kind of discussion of a penalty, but it was just a head-on-head clash there in that one. I think we've had our first yellow of the match in Stuttgart, which shock horrors for Jeff Chabot. Just as Stuttgart almost in round the back there, a nice pass but well defended. It's got a scrappy feel, this Frankfurt game. Not necessarily what you want. Both teams have played some okay football, but there's certainly been moments of not complete football, shall we say. But obviously, as things stand, Wolfsburg will move on to 29 points and get 16th place with Heidenheim and Pauli stuck on 26. But we have got a lot of football ahead of us and a lot can change. Just as Stuttgart are trying to take a bit of control of this match by keeping some good possession and knocking it around quite nicely, actually. Chance to get down the right-hand side here, but they've had to refresh, but they're keeping it nicely. Ball into Undav. Now Furyk down the left. Can he do a special? Oh, good header, but quite an easy save in the end. And Zetterer is, crikey, he's got Frankfurt right on the break here, but I think he'll go out for a throw-in. It will. So, yeah, plenty going on. Heidenheim on the attack. Oh, dangerous ball as well. That was a good ball to attack, but nothing doing. Sadly for Heidenheim, I suppose at the very minimum they just have to get into half time at 1-0 down and get get one of those Frankie Schmidt inspired halftime team talks, Mark?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they just did on my screen. They did like a flash to some of the backroom staff of Heidenheim checking the scores. Obviously, they've seen the goal for Wolfsburg, which would make it. They'd have to win, I think, 6-1 from this point if they were going to survive, which is basically not going to happen, is it? I think for me, they need a goal before halftime, to be honest, or if not before halftime, very early on in the second half, because a lot of these kind of matches, it's about putting pressure on the teams you're fighting against, and Wolfsburg are very comfortable now because they know that they can concede a goal and still stay up as things stand. And comfort, and it could mean they go on and score a second, which would more or less relegate Heidenheim in truth as things stand. So yeah. Not looking too good on that front. Obviously, you're happy with what's happening in the Champions League race at the minute. Just got Leverkusen Hamburg on at the minute. Obviously, Leverkusen will be absolutely kicking themselves about missing that penalty, because with Hoffenheim 2-0 down and looking out of the race at the minute, really. And obviously, Stuttgart, according to what you've been saying, Rory, are not really playing that well despite leading 1-0. It's going to be, a long finish. I mean, say Frankfurt get level, and Leverkusen need to be in a position where they can put the pressure on the VfB. That's what ultimately these days are about. It's about pressure and putting pressure on teams. And they won't live with themselves if they aren't able to do that, to be honest. Just as Union have scored a second, unfortunately, it seems as though the FCA's dream of Conference League is over. Is it Illich again? No way. He's finally decided to show up. It's unbelievable. Yeah, it's actually a good finish from him as well. It's Illich yet again. Wow, what a nice finish. On the half volley, takes it early, just smashes it beyond. And actually now,
2-0. 2-0 Mines. Sorry, Mark. Yeah. They've not achieved what they set out to do here, and it's looking all doom and gloom now for the host of the Voigt Arena. Amiri's the man who gets it in the back of the net. Some nice football to play themselves in. I think it was Tietz who was played on through on goal.
Yeah.
It's just play forward here. Nice turn away. Yeah, nicely played in for Tietz. Very, very unselfish to give it to Amiri. Scrambling defence, can't do enough, and Amiri puts it into the back of the net for 2-0, and that's going to be it, really. That could be curtains. Surely is curtains for Heidenheim, unless things massively change in the Milan tour, but at the moment that's unlikely, and Heidenheim will keep going, but it's that's bad news for them, and bad news for a lot of Heidenheim sympathisers as well, because I know there's a lot of people that were cheering them on today, and it's not gone their way. Ultimately, now they very much need to go back before half time.
Pauli, oh my God, they've just missed an open net. What can you say about them? It's brilliant play from Kars, and it's not often we've seen that this season, but he's played it across. Who is it up there? I think it could have been Hun Tonji who's missed a frigging open net. Literally, all he's had to do, and he's slipped on the ball. Oh my God. Same, just their luck in front of goal is just. I'd be interested to see their XG this half. It can be. They must be much higher than what they normally are after 90 minutes, let alone after 45 minutes. You cannot be missing those kind of chances. I just cannot believe he's missed that, Rory. You'll see the highlights of this one later on, and you won't believe what you've just seen. All he's got to do, it's a similar kind of finish to what Tietz had for that first Mainz goal, but with his feet. Basically, it's that easy. It's that easy, and he's slipped on the ball, and it's ended up going not even on target. It's no, you just cannot do that. This is unfortunately basically sums up Pauli's entire season, really. They just cannot score goals. They cannot score goals. It's as simple as that. And all the strikers are just on -10 confidence, literally, at the minute. It's like, and to miss that kind of chance just before half time as well. And it puts everything back up for grabs, Rory, with Heidenheim 2-0 down. And I cannot believe he's missed that chance. It's just, wow. I just cannot believe it, really.
Yeah,
it's like,
completely.
I mean, it's literally on the XG rating, it's like 0.92 or 0.93 to score that. That's literally how bad a miss it was. Yeah. It's, yeah. Pauli, I mean, I just think they need to be put out of the misery, that club, in many ways. They've just fallen out of love with the Bundesliga altogether, haven't they? They just can't get a break. Just as it's half time at Gladbach, and Rory, I mean, what a half for your boys it's been there, really.
Tell you what, I'll take everything back that I said on Thursday about Gladbach being on the beach, because I'm absolutely loving what kind of beach they're on. Because I tell you what, 2-0 against TSG is huge, and it is very, very welcome from a Stuttgart perspective. Indeed, just obviously we're still only into the 40th minute here in Frankfurt because of the delays. So we will still be proceeding with a bit of commentary, and will not be far off half time in Heidenheim either. With a lot of players looking rather sadly dejected in what they're having to face and being able to put up from a challenge point of view. But it's so interesting the fact that the way that we've called some of the fixtures and predictions. A lot of the teams that had pretty much nothing to play for have actually turned up today. Like Mainz, nothing to play for. Union, nothing really to play for. Gladbach, nothing to play for. Just as Heidenheim. Oh, where's the man? Great ball into the box. Just begging for someone to get on the end of it. Yeah, nice play down the left. Great little ball in. I think it must have been Dingchi who played it in, but there's no one there. Just as Frankfurt come forward, but it's well defended by Stuttgart in the end, and they get it clear. Frankfurt, yeah, again, like they've certainly got chances in them, that's for sure. So you're going to have to be well on. Stuttgart are going to have to be well concentrated here for the last few minutes of this half, and there'll probably be a good chunk of extra time as well. So let's keep an eye well on this. And there's a corner currently for Heidenheim. Let's see this one through as well. Can they nick one back just as Frankfurt are in? Oh, my Lord. Can barely concentrate. Corner for Heidenheim has swung back in. Nothing doing. Can they keep it live? They got a throw in. Nothing coming at the moment. Some good defending from Nicolas Narte, who's just signed a contract extension, Mark, as well. So keep him at the club for a little bit longer. Half time in Heidenheim. Wow. So, yeah, corner for Frankfurt, though. Whipped in. Good header away. But Frankfurt will keep a hold of the ball. And, yeah, we're going to be talking away through this one for a little while, I think, because, yeah, we could have quite a chunk of added on time as well. But Frankfurt are sniffing something here, I feel. And that's not something I want to be saying, but it's just the way I feel the game is going at the moment. And they're starting to control a lot of the ball. And I wonder if Stuttgart are just trying to get through to half-time here. Yeah, just still Frankfurt on the ball, looking very, looking quite composed at the moment, knocking it around, spreading it nicely. Coming down the left-hand side here. Can they get across in? They can't, but I think it's deflected. Or is that a goal kick? That's a goal kick. So Stuttgart will breathe a bit of a sigh of relief for now. But yeah, half-time in most of the games, or in fact, that should be all the games. Half-time now, Mark. Yeah, do you want to give us a bit of a rundown of what's happened? And I'll shout if anything happens in this Frankfurt match.
Yeah, obviously in the Champions League race, it's obviously Stuttgart currently in command, even though there's still quite a few minutes of added time there to go in the first half. But they have a very commanding lead, really, with the TSG 2-0 down and them currently 1-0 up. And obviously Leverkusen at 0-0 despite Patrick Schick missing a penalty, which is very frustrating. Because, they could, as things stand, sneak in, because it doesn't sound like Stuttgart are that comfortable at 1-0 up, and all of a sudden an equaliser can completely change the game, can't it? So they'll be really frustrated to miss that, but it is advantage Stuttgart by quite a way at the minute, you would say. They would have to lose at this point in order to miss out on Champions League. At the bottom, it's been all action, really, hasn't it? Obviously, Heidenheim are having a bit of a nightmare afternoon after being really quite outplayed, if we're being honest, in the game. 2-0 down at home against Mainz, who we didn't expect to really put so much effort into the game, but they have been really good, especially Philip Tietzen and Miri, who have kind of teared the hosts apart, really. And obviously Wolfsburg, the big news in the game, the battle of the bottom three, it is obviously...
Like my co-host is having some internet issues, so until he's back, I'll quite happily take you through what's happening in Frankfurt. Still, 4 minutes added on time. We're a minute into that at the moment. Nothing else has really happened.
Wanted to discuss his advantage. Freiburg, they're 2-1 up, and the other two are losing. With obviously, Freiburg knew if they won today, they would be guaranteed at least Conference League. But we all know that they're going to be looking towards next week to potentially get Champions League as well. Augsburg have unfortunately not really done themselves that much justice after two counter-attacking goals from Union Berlin. Illich with both of them. By the way, I think he's doubled his scoring rate for the season in one half, incredibly. But yeah, not too disappointing from the FCA perspective, because I guess, with Conference League, it's hard for a smaller club like Augsburg. They would have to increase their budget and things like that. So in some ways, it's just better to carry on as a mid-table kind of club. In the three big races, it's Stuttgart, Wolfsburg and Freiburg who are currently ahead in the race at the minute.
Yeah, indeed. Still not too much happening in Frankfurt. Frankfurt have had a lot of the ball now for quite a while. So I assume that Stuttgart are just trying to keep a shape now with 2 minutes into the 4 that have been added. And Stuttgart are defending quite well. They're in a good shape at the moment. Obviously, that 3 at the back can turn into a 5 very easily, which can and is happening currently. So Frankfurt they're trying to move the ball fairly quickly, from right to left, and back the other way. I think that could be offside. It is. So nothing quite doing for Frankfurt at the moment. We're not far off half time here. And still to find a way through. I think the biggest chance really for Frankfurt was that Chanazun moment, Mark, where he pretty much dribbled through the entire team of Stuttgart to not. Well, I think it was obviously a really good save from Nubel that helped to take it past the post to keep it 1-0 and keep ahead in this race for Champions League football. It really is still very tantalisingly put. Up the boys. Where has that come from? The man who's just signed a new contract, Nicholas Nate, 2-0 to the boys. That has come out of nowhere. Absolute beautiful to see if you're a VfB supporter. And they've, just great to see that they've kept their
Great
shape so
goal
well.
too. It's a great goal.
Yeah, lovely play. Finds its way to Furich. Nice little clip in, pass in on first time. Beautiful. He is playing with such confidence, Nate. A player that we just thought was just a complete squad player, just used for, every so often, games that were not really that important. He has become a crucial element in this team. He's taken out El Canoes from the team, for God's sake. Like, he has been unreal, and it's great to see because he's really struggled with injuries and he's been rewarded with a new contract. And that's a huge moment for Stuttgart, just as the half-time whistle blows in Frankfurt. Mark, that is a huge moment, perhaps this Saturday afternoon. Mark's gone. Okay, so internet issues clearly for Mark on the other end. So I'm still holding up. So yeah, obviously just a bit of a run through of where we haven't covered, I think, whilst Mark was struggling from an internet perspective. The only games that we've not had goals in, surprisingly, Bremen and Dortmund, that's 0-0 currently, although it's a bit of a dead rubber. Leverkusen haven't found a way through against a determined Heidenheim. That's 0-0 as well. And the relegation scenario remains the same. It's still Wolfsburg now looking really strong to get 16th place. And we'll find out tomorrow who they'll be playing if that should remain the same. Obviously, we've got a really tantalising battle set up there for second and third place and fourth place in the Zweite between Elversberg, Hanover and Paderborn. So really interested to see how that goes tomorrow. I'll be watching that with great interest. See who can sneak a second place and who might have to try and have a go in the playoffs against potentially Wolfsburg at the moment. Otherwise some entertaining matches involving Bayern and Köln. Bayern obviously wanting to finish strong and look ahead to the DFB Pokal, which is looking very tantalising indeed. That's something that we've got to look forward to very soon as well. Freiburg playing really well and really nicely at home to Leipzig as well, and he's back.
Yeah, sorry, but I did warn you that it could go off eventually. But yeah. By the way, I was just about to say then when it went off, there was I don't know if you saw that too, Rory, there was quite a funny picture of a Frankfurt fan with Albert Riera on his shirt as well.
Yeah.
What a terrible appointment he's turned out to be for them, really. The whole thing, it's just nothing football that they're playing at the minute, isn't it? Really, just think how well they started the season, Rory. They were just flying. I remember watching them on a sunny kind of late August day on a Saturday afternoon. They destroyed Hoffenheim at Hoffenheim. They were just so good that day. They looked like, they were really going to challenge. But, you compare that to the rubbish they're showing up now, really. It's just nothing football, isn't it? It really is. I kind of feel sorry for their fans, but talk about mistakes. They should never have got rid of Topmuller. If they were going to get rid of, they should have been bringing in someone with way more pedigree than him. Really, it's just the club has turned toxic. And how can a team go from being so good early doors in the season to the crap that they've served up the last 6 months? Really, you know what I mean? It's just. Quite tragic to see it, really, in many ways, because they've got so many talented players at Frankfurt. But yeah, it's been just a waste of a season in many ways for them, hasn't it? With good players on the books and stuff like that. But they're not going to get Europe next season, are they? They're going to need a miracle, any form of Europe. So, but anyway, for Stuttgart, Rory, you must be laughing yourself to sleep right now. It's just. Yeah, you're on the verge of yet another top 4 place. It's going to take Well, it is. Barring a TSG comeback, it's going to take 3 goals from Frankfurt in the second half now to deny you, and it just doesn't look likely from what we've seen so far, does it?
I'm a big fan of not massively jinxing myself and the teams I support, because I know I've done that a lot in the past. So I'll not start celebrating yet. But what one's imagination is running wild as well. So yeah, very much at the moment looking strong, feeling good at the way that things are going overall. But yeah, as you say, the appointment of Riera has everything kind of gone backwards in a sense. There was a brief moment of some respite or kind of slight improvement, and that was mainly from a defensive point of view. They weren't then scoring many goals, so it's been, yeah, like you say, a bit of a waste of a season, which is sad for Frankfurt because they've got so many talented players, and it's just not happening for them ultimately right now. So yeah, looking forward to the next 45 minutes and everything that we're going to get. I'm sure we're going to get lots of goals, lots of excitement, and maybe some drama. You never know. I really have to say I'm really happily surprised at what Gladbach have done at home to Hoffenheim. That for me has got to be probably the biggest shock of the day. Just because there's zero motivation for them apart from finishing well in front of their fans, which I get is a big thing in Germany. But Hoffenheim seemed just all set to be able to apply a good amount of pressure on Stuttgart this afternoon, but it's just not happened. It is just genuinely not happened. I'm massively surprised. I'm also surprised that your boys are not doing themselves a favour, Mark. 2-0 down at Union. Have you seen from an attacking perspective that Augsburg have maybe shown to turn it around?
They've had most of the ball, but it's just been 2 long balls from Renner, which has just completely unlocked them. It seems as though the FC have got a little bit too confident and they've basically forgotten how to defend. Like they literally, I mean, they've been camped inside the Union half for pretty much the entire match. But yeah, I mean, the first one was just a massive mistake, really. Darman completely clattered. I think it was Zessiger, and like basically Schaefer was able just to get the ball to Illich, who had an open net to finish. And because he doesn't think able to finish an open net. Yeah, and then actually the second one was an Ollie Burke header from another long ball from Renner, and then a really good finish, that one from Illich, who obviously got the confidence. It's incredible with strikers how even such an easy goal that you didn't really have to do anything can give them so much confidence, And the second finish was a really stylish finish, actually. Like it was on the half volley, kind of leaning back a little bit, but he finished it really well with past Darman. But to be honest, the FCA, from what I've seen, have had most of the ball and stuff like that. But it's just been one of those days, It's yeah. I mean, to be honest, if Union win this game, I mean, you've got to say Etta's result is really good. That would be 7 points from 5 games. I mean, absolutely nothing wrong with that. That's mid-table form ultimately.
Are you back underway? Because I'm seeing a massive moment already here.
Just give me a minute. I'd kind of turn my attention away from the screen a little bit. I just hope my internet is going to start playing ball again now, because just give me a minute. Yeah, I got a little bit behind there. I have to reload my screen and stuff like that. We're already underway. The thing is that Stuttgart game went on so long, didn't it? I mean, the half was like, it felt like we didn't really get a half time there in many ways, which is, yeah, just give me a minute. Go on. You could talk us through it, Rory, because mine's been a little bit slow on my side.
Well, I'll do my best to do it justice. From all I can see is an update, and it's a huge one because it's a second yellow and therefore a red card for Lem Pearl in for Hoffenheim. Wow. So they are down to 10 men.
Yeah, I'm just seeing it now. I am just seeing it, Rory. Yeah. Wow, I didn't quite get why he's gone off, but it's been a bit of a blow-up, unfortunately, from the TSG. And their fans look absolutely fed up, to be honest with you. It keeps showing their fans, and they are not happy with what they've seen today at all. And that could be the end of it, Rory. I didn't get exactly. I think it was just a foul from what I can see, like a kind of innocuous foul. But yeah, that's it. 10 men, Hoffenheim now. It just keeps getting worse for them. Just as we move on to Werder Bremen, Dortmund and Bremen are just breaking away here. I mean, they would fancy giving their fans something to cheer after what's been a pretty poor season from them, hasn't it? But a win over the BVB would be a nice way to finish the season for them. I still feel as though Bremen are in quite good hands under Tune, though, to be honest. But I just feel as though the squad has just underachieved massively this season, you know. It's but I wouldn't be overly worried for them, but I definitely think the fans will want a good, strong send-off today after, you know, what has been undoubtedly an underwhelming season for them. But it's the kind of game you can just see the BVB nicking it 1-0, can't you? They've been doing this all season, really. But yeah, that is still 0-0 at the minute. We've not seen much at all from that game, probably largely because there's nothing really lying on it. So the conference has been mostly focusing on the games which have got a lot more lying on it, and the games with more goals and things like that. But yeah, what can you say? So are you back underway, Rory, over there as well?
Yeah, back underway in Heidenheim, and a double substitution at half-time from Frankie Schmidt. He's gone to his bench, and I think there's certainly one of them, but I think we've seen a double, just as they've got a free kick here, a double introduction of the Conters. The Conter brothers, I think, are in play here in Heidenheim. There's certainly one of them on the pitch. I just need to. I know Peering has gone off, so that's an interesting move. Maybe they want a bit more pace in the match. So they've got the ball in the area here, but Mainz are able to get rid of it. So yeah, no, we're back underway, and a big half. Can Heidenheim do anything? They've certainly started on the front foot, which is good. Good to see. Ooh, oh, I'll tell you what. Heidenheim want handball, but I don't think anything's given here. There's a great run from, I think, who was it in the middle there? Playing really nice football. It's a good start to the half from Heidenheim. They're on the front foot. Don't know why he's trying to claim handball. Oh, interesting. Tell you what, that's got a chance, you know.
Just as Freiburg get the 3-1, they've really turned it on today. Some of their key players have been fantastic today. Manzambi, it seems like Ginter, who's been one of the stars of the season in the Bundesliga this year, has got the third. Wow, what a performance to kind of finish off their season potentially here. Yeah, it's actually really poor defending again from Leipzig, who have not really looked at the races today in large parts. But it's, again, good opportunist finish after a miscleared corner from Ginter to finish it for 3-1 after what is looking like being a really, really good afternoon for Freiburg, and a rare win for the SCF over the RBL as well, potentially on the line.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Justin, I'm sure you're not overly pleased with that one, but yeah, Manzambi is a huge player with a big future at the moment, and he's playing great for the SCF. So that penalty chance for Heidenheim has been waved away. I think they certainly did take a look at it, but nothing doing in the end, sadly, for the home side. It did look like it genuinely hit the hand, but maybe they're thinking it wasn't in a unnatural position. Not that we know what the handball rule is anymore. So yeah, on we go in Heidenheim, but certainly a positive start to the half for them. See what they can produce in this next 45 minutes or so. Obviously still not away in Frankfurt yet. We'll still probably be a few minutes yet. I can see, Justin saying, I can say my lads are playing like trash. Yes. Yeah, doing well to get a number on Leipzig at the moment as Heidenheim win a corner, Mark. So you just have to stay with me here unless we get any other goals elsewhere. Good, encouraging play, some good defensive work from Mainz to prevent the ball from going in. But yeah, Schmidt is prowling the touchline, looking very interested. Ball goes in, flicked on, but away for a goal kick. So nothing doing, but that was from Captain Meinke. Nice improvisation with the flick of the front post, but doesn't go anywhere near goal in the end. Yeah, so still as we were, apart from that early goal for Freiburg. Mark, any chances that you've seen in any of the games that have restarted?
No, the conference is mostly focusing on the Pauli Wolfsburg game, which appears to be where all the action's at, really, the second half, with obviously Stuttgart and Freiburg looking comfortable in the European positions at the moment. There looks like there's so much tension around. The Wolfsburg fans still look really nervous. Obviously, Pauli, when you go behind, you start feeling a little bit less nervous in a way, don't you? But yeah, they just can't get that goal. I mean, I don't know what more I can say about Pauli. I'm still flashing back to that missed open net just before half time. But yeah, they're running out of time. They need a goal early because we know that they struggle to score goals. I would imagine Wolfsburg will sit very, very deep, especially with Heidenheim 2-0 down, needing like a miracle really to come back and win that game and give themselves a chance. It should be the case that Wolfsburg, even a draw would be enough in this game. But a chance over your end as well.
Heidenheim just hit the bar just as they kept the ball. No, it's going to be a free kick. Yeah, big chance there. Who was it? Nice play down the right-hand side. Good cross in from Dingji. Great header in the box. Who was that? Number 3. Is it Behrens, the left back, maybe? I don't know what he's doing in the box, if it was him.
Yeah.
That would have been a perfect start to the half for them. Ultimately, that's a real shame that that's not gone in. But yeah, really positive start to the half. The Mines are a danger on the break. A few chances already here, and they'll be licking their lips with potential goals on the break. And we're about to get away in a moment in Frankfurt for the second half. Just as Mark, I think there's some more bad news for you, I'm afraid.
Yeah, nothing's come up. Just to the minute, I've got the FC Mainz game, but I guess something's going to come up any minute. But yeah, it's Philip Tietz is just running them ragged, basically, as Union have got the third goal, unfortunately. So yeah, it seems as though FCA were, they finally put in a poor performance today. I'll take you through the goal. It seems like it's just not been cleared at all, and it's a good strike actually, but it's given so much space. It's actually a really nice strike, by the way, from, I think it's Tom Rota who gets it in the end. Or is it Querfeld? It's one of the two. It's Querfeld, actually, I believe, who's got the goal. But yeah, FCA is not their day today. But I mean, you've got to give credit to Etter. I mean, the season in a good way, basically, 2 wins over Mainz and Augsburg. So yeah, she'll definitely be remembered fondly by the FCA, by the FCU fans as well. So yeah, unfortunately, one game too far for the FCA. They've not performed at all today. It's just been a poor defensive performance from them. But to be honest, with the way Freiburg are going, although was that goal disallowed? It looks as though it was disallowed, the 3-1 actually. Oh no, it was 3-1. Sometimes it's quite poor actually, this conference. I think it's too many games at times for the TV to even process. But it just flashed up and it said it was 2-1, but then it went to 3-1 again. So yeah, with Freiburg 3-1 up, it looks as though it's irrelevant anyway, to be honest. But yeah, just flashing back, obviously the Frankfurt game has just started again. You can see the Stuttgart Ultras with the flags up high. They sense Champions League once again in that part of Baden-Württemberg, Rory. And, it caps yet another great season for your boys, really, in what is turning out to be a legendary period under Hoeneß, isn't it? Yeah. Well, what do you think? Are you confident you can see it through? I know you're a very superstitious kind of guy. As Pauli have equalised. Pauli have equalised. Just let's stay with it. They've just flashed up. Wow. Okay. Will it even stand though? Because you know what, Pauli, I think it's Cisse who's got it again, by the way. I think it's Cisse, the only man in a Pauli shirt who can actually shoot, basically. Let's just have a look at this one. It is Cisse. Let's just check if it'll definitely stand. It's off a corner. Yeah, it's just a header off a corner. I mean, it's incredible in these kind of games, isn't it? How poor the defending can be. But yeah, both teams have conceded goals off headers from corners in this one. And Cisse has got his third goal in 3 games, Rory. I mean, where's he been the whole season? You know what I mean? It's like you do have to question that a little bit.
Oh, I mean, I tell you what. Really want Heidenheim to score now because it'll really make it exciting. And they almost did again. And the messages have got to be coming through. To be fair, I think he would have been offside. That this is game on still. 2 goals and then you push 100%. So yeah, really, really big goal there for Pauli, like you say, and Cisse again. Massive moments happening every single second here in the Bundesliga. Last day. So at the moment, yeah, it's still Wolfsburg who would escape because of the better goal difference. Ahead of Pauli and Heidenheim at the moment are coming last. But we know it's all up for grabs, don't we? Right now. Frankfurt on the break here. Early on, Ritsu Doan, poor cross. Remains 2-0 at the moment there. Riera is incredibly, animated on the touchline, I guess, making the most of his last game, basically, because he's not going to be kept on, is he, the way that things have gone. That's, still very early doors, and we're early doors into everything in the second half. But the biggest goal has got to be that 1-1 goal, Mark. And I've just seen, chance here for Heidenheim, maybe. Well defended. But I think there's a goal in Bremen, Mark, for you to talk us through.
Well, just as Wolfsburg are on the attack here. Oh, geez, that was a chance there. Nice shot, but just a little bit wide of the goal. That was a chance that he had space as well to take that on. It was quite well closed down by Jackson Irvine. Just as, you're right, Dortmund have scored. Yeah, and it's probably going to end up being one of those Dortmund wins, as we can say this season. Really, quite a scrappy game, but Dortmund win. That's how it's been this season, really, in many ways. And it's a long ball from Schlotterbeck forward to is that Bayer on the wing? No, Rierson, and it's a good header actually, a really good header. Rierson puts the ball in for yet another assist from him. He's got a crazy number of assists this season, and it's a great header from that man, Gurasi, who has had his critics this season, but still ended up on a really good goals tally. Is that 17 for him this season now? Rierson, I think, is on about 14 assists or something like that, which is just crazy now. But it looks as though it could end up being a Dortmund win, as we coin it this season, a kind of scrappy 1-0 or a 2-0, maybe away from home, with not too many chances created, but ultimately potentially signing off on yet another win for Dortmund in what is going to be a very good points tally for them, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, no, it's been a good league season for them overall. So we'll see what happens. Well, this day is getting better and better, Mark. You can talk us through what's about to happen on your screen, because I've seen some.
The highest foul are in front. The highest foul are ahead. Incredible, yeah. I mean, for your boys, Rory, it's just been a lucky day, really, hasn't it? In many ways, with it looks as though it's Vieira who's got the goal, the departing Fabio Vieira, who's been lifted into the air. It's a counter-attacking goal. Seems like a poor header from Andrik has led to a good counter. counter the opportunity, and yeah, he's just got the ball away, and yeah, it's a good counter-attacking move, to be fair, that leads to the HSV leading 1-0. They are very good on the counter, actually, the HSV, and it's really well taken. It's a great curling effort as well to finish it in the end. So yeah, huge number of Hamburg fans have made the trip there. Vieira looks as though he's given them a parting gift with yet another magic moment this season. Just superb player, really, hasn't he? One of the, you would say, performers of the season, really. He's definitely been, along with Vuskovic, he's been easily Hamburg's best player of the season. That's the problem for the HSV, though. Obviously, they are going to be losing both of their kind of lone stars this season, which is a big concern. Because with them, I would say they'd be quite comfortable again next season, to be honest. But obviously, with both of them going, I think there are still talks that Vieira could return yet, but it's going to be a huge financial outlay for the HSV to get him off Arsenal's books. But yeah, HSV lead, Rory, and crazy times, really. It looks as though the VfB are cruising to Champions League football next season.
Well, yes, but still plenty of time. Still plenty of time for things to change. But it's going awfully well right now. Not been an awful lot of action in Frankfurt at the moment. So a few nice, neat interchanging passes from Stuttgart. A couple of crosses into the box that haven't quite gone right or to the man that they were intended to, but. Feel like been a good start. Mark, I'm in dreamland,
and it's 3-0. Tabakovic again against his former club as well. Incredible, yeah, wow, yeah. I mean, it's just panned onto Ilter, and he can't believe what a nightmare this has ended up being for his side.
That's another big goal.
And it looks like Tabakovic has got yet another double. Absolutely incredible. Wow. What can you say? Yeah, it's just one of those days. Just as Wolfsburg have scored again. Wow. From another... I cannot believe I'm saying this, but it's another corner. Yet another corner. And Vasily flaps at it. He's deflected by his own player, Jackson Irvine. And it's such a scrappy goal. In fact, it's an own goal from Vasily. He's actually punched it into his own net. They're claiming foul. But in my eyes, it looked like Jackson Irvine has bumped into his own man. Oh, St. Pauli, FC St. Pauli. It's been a very, very hard 2 seasons for them. There's just been, I don't know what you could say. There's still, I think they're going to VAR check this, but in my eyes, it's harsh on the VfL if they disallow it. No, he's given it. The goal has been given. Has it? You never know with these refs these days. They do like a good long VAR check, don't they? Oh. But yeah, it's a horrible, horrible goal to concede in this kind of game. It's just Christian Eriksen's corners have just been a persistent problem for Pauli. And for a team that scores so few goals, that they're so poor defensively as well, really. I want them to get a result here, guys, really, but I can't keep defending this Pauli play at times. And I think he's checking the VAR. I can't believe it. The referee is going to check VAR on this. Wow. In my eyes, it's not a foul. I honestly don't believe it's a foul because I think Jackson Irvine blocks his own man, but with the refereeing the way it is in football these days, anything is possible in this next minute. The ref is just going to check it. He is going to check it. This is a huge call. This is a huge call in the relegation battle. In my eyes, I'm sticking with it that it's not a foul. He's shaking his head a little bit, the referee. It seems as though he doesn't see a foul from what I can see. Let's see this. He's probably going to take ages, as referees always do these days. So he's going to check it. How is it going to be? He's given the goal. He's given the goal. He has. And in my eyes, it's the right decision, to be honest. It's Jackson Irvine. I don't know. There is a little bit of a pull on Vasily. What can you say? I mean, it's such a scrappy goal. The keeper, who in my eyes has had such a mixed season this year, Rory Vasily, hasn't he? He's made probably 10 goals that have led to mistakes that have led to goals, but he's also probably made 10 wonder saves this season. It's just been a bizarre year for him in many ways, and he's made, in my eyes, a blunder there. It's an own goal from Vasily that is once again looking like it's given Wolfsburg a lifeline, Rory.
Yeah, well, big moment for Wolfsburg, and another big moment in Heidenheim, where somehow Mainz don't get a third goal. They break really nicely, get down the left-hand side, cut it back. The ball just kind of floats around the box, and no one seems willing to put it in the back of the net. So again, Heidenheim get away with it, but at the moment, it's still not looking good for them. They're going to be more and more open because, of course, they have to give it everything they can, which I know they are doing anyway. So that's, we're going to see more of that on the break. More on the break for Mainz, but at the moment, it's not looking good, and Wolfsburg are heading into 16th place. Corner kick for Stuttgart. In Frankfurt. Also, did you see that the goal's been disallowed for Gladbach? So it stays at 2-0, sadly.
It just went straight off that from mine, yeah. But that's disappointing, but still, it looks quite comfortable for Gladbach, doesn't it, today? What can you say? It's definitely not lack drama this today, has it? It's been a hell of a match day, hasn't it? But that'll... I mean, same Pauli. I just don't have words for them anymore, really.
It's been poor from them. Just about to see this Stuttgart corner, or free kick rather, whipped in. Chima again. Should have been 3-0. Big save at the back post from Zetterer. Somehow it doesn't go in. Frankfurt live to breathe another day. Stuttgart get the ball back and right back on the attack with Leveling here. It's broken down now. That could have been it. It really could. Frankfurt now in the box here. Oh, good. Ooh, crikey. Good play. Chambers having a good game. The young man. I know he can be hit and miss. Leveling here, potentially in nice little turn, good pace, takes the free kick in a dangerous area, lovely stuff. Just as having a pause for a breath. Nice to see lots of different faces, some faces in the chat, as well as RBL talk. Ballum having a nice chat with us here. About potentially seeing Etta staying in Union, or someone like Danny Rohl coming in to Germany in a German position. Yeah, absolute potential there. Be good to see him ply his trade. We'll see. There's quite a lot of positions open really across the summer. Certainly a lot of interest in some head coach jobs. So we'll see what happens there. Frankfurt just made a few subs. Mo Dahoud is on the pitch. It's like Goetze, and I think that's Uzun who's been brought off, which is a huge sigh of relief for me, to be frankly honest. Just as the free kick for Stuttgart is headed by Demirovic, but with no power, so is saved, and Frankfurt can get back on with the game. So about half an hour to go in Frankfurt, with 20-25 minutes in all the other games. Mark, amazed to see there's not been any more goals in Bayern, to be frankly honest. That's gone quite quiet. Just trying to think of any other games that we've not seen much of. That's the one that's gone the most quiet, I'd say, after a load of goals in the first half.
Yeah, it does. I keep getting a little bit of action, and Köln are actually doing okay. After a very poor start, going 2 down in no time, they've done really well in the game. And obviously that is one of the positions that's still open as well. I don't think Wagner's been confirmed as the manager of Köln, but I would still give him a go, to be honest with you, even though the results haven't been like incredibly good, really, in truth. But I feel as though the performances have still been quite good overall, probably with the exception of the Heidenheim one last week. But I still feel as though they've done quite well under Wagner. But yeah, you mentioned there's going to be a lot of positions open. Probably, Frankfurt is going to be open. Wolfsburg, if they stay up, I would imagine will be open because I'm not sure Hecking would take it. I don't think Hecking's done enough really to get the job on a permanent basis. Obviously, it was just signing as an interim, and even if they do stay up, then this would only be the second win if they see this one through in around about 10 games. So it's not exactly miracles. It's just that Pauli have just not shown up to be counted in this relegation race, have they? Ultimately, if they get the playoff spot on 29 points, they've been pretty lucky, to be honest, the VfL. So quite a few managerial positions. I think from what I've heard about Etta is that she's not going to get the job. I think she's going to become the full-time women's Union coach, and they're in the women's Bundesliga as well. But I think they were linked heavily with the current Karlsruhe coach, as far as I know. But I don't think Etta's going to get it on a full-time, although you never know. After these last two results, anything can happen, really, in football. And she's definitely not on a bad job by any means. So we will see that.
Surely that's foul.
But yeah, as things stand, it looks as though it's curtains for Heidenheim, doesn't it? There doesn't look like there's any way back for them. Just as I see, Oh, we got a big moment. Yeah, let's see what's going on. Oh, it's is there a big moment on my side? I thought you were going to say the Wolfsburg goal, but Wolfsburg just had another chance on the break there. You can't say they played badly today, to be honest. They played well, really, given the pressure on them. They've created a lot of chances. And I think you said on the prediction show, Rory, that it was going to be a huge game from Christian Eriksen, and his corners have embarrassed Pauli, to be honest with you, today. They really have. His corners have just been brutal. Yeah, from what I've seen, they've had 4 corners, and they're just about to get a 5th, by the way, now. Although, what are they checking here? Let's just wait here with the Wolfsburg game. It seems like they're checking something here. Are we going to see another potential dodgy handball penalty here? Seems as though dodgy handball penalties are just basically what football are nowadays, doesn't it? It's like, although terrible. this one looks like it's handball. I'm going to be honest, I'm the biggest opponent of handball penalty, but this one looks like he has to give it, I'm afraid, for Pauli. He's basically saved it. The defender has saved it on the line. And yeah, he's going to give a penalty here, I'm afraid. It's Fujita, I think, who's handballed it. And in this case, I'm normally 9 times out of 10, I say no to handball penalties. But this one, is very clear that he's moved the ball towards his hand towards the ball. I think that's going to be, and Bayern have got the 4th. It seems as though you jinxed it for Köln a little bit. It seems as though, they're going to check the board here, but I'm 99% sure we're going to see a penalty for the VfL here, Rory. And that could be the end of the relegation race, to be honest. Let's have a look here. The ref is going to the board. Are we going to see the second decision in favour of the VfL here? Yeah, he's got to give this one, Rory. This one is one of the few where I would say I would give a penalty for, to be honest. He's kind of fallen on the ball, and it's very, very clearly hit his hand. I'd be surprised if this isn't given. He's got to be giving that. He's got to be giving that. Let's see now. What's he going to give the ref? He has given a penalty. It's a penalty for the VfL, and I've got to agree with him in this case. Fujita what is he in there? It's just, if anything sums up these 2 years of St. Pauli in the Bundesliga, it's that, to be honest. It's just more rubbish play from them, really, in a key moment. So let's see if they can tuck that away and essentially relegate St. Pauli with a penalty here. It's probably going to take a while. Jack Jackson Irvine is massively arguing against that decision, but it's an absolutely clear penalty, this one. And to be honest, I think the ref has got both decisions right. I think both were right in the favour of the VfL in this case. And it's going to be that boy, Christian Eriksen, Rory. After 2 assists, you tipped it that he was going to be the decider in this game. And he's got the chance to effectively save his team into a playoff and relegate St. Pauli with this. So let's see what's going to happen here.
Big Chris.
Christian Eriksen stands over it. He's about to approach the ball. We know that Vasil can save a penalty. Christian Eriksen, off the bar. It's hit the bar and over. Unbelievable. Wow. Yeah.
Insane.
Wow. What can you say about this game, really? He smashed it off the bar, over the bar, and it's gone on to the Wolfsburg fans, and they just can't believe what they've just seen. And now, will that give a second win to Pauli? And who is coming on but Mr. Lewis? Yeah, the legend of the show is coming on the pitch. Sorry, not Mr. Lewis. Jones. Mr. Jones is coming on. So let's see what's going to happen here. What a penalty that is. He's smashed. Yeah, I'm losing focus with this game at the minute. And he smashed it off the bar. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. The most experienced man on the pitch, who's had a really good game today, has missed from the spot.
Crazy.
Oh, geez. This game has not disappointed at all. The quality hasn't, been that particularly high, but the drama in that game has been superb, really.
That
it really
kills
has.
my fantasy points as well. Annoying.
Just as have Freiburg got another one here?
4-1.
Wow, yeah. Manzambi is at an absolute... He is a hell of a player, Manzambi, really. I'd be surprised if Freiburg can keep him for another year, to be honest, because ever since he came into the team, he has just been an absolute machine, hasn't he, really? And he looks as though he's the kind of guy that maybe a Dortmund could do with, to be honest with you. Just as Leverkusen equalised, by the way. The first thing to go against the VfL today, the VfB. Grimaldo free kick coming in, and it looks as though it's a scrappy goal. It's a deflected header from, I think, Kwanzaa, is it? It's a horrible, ugly goal, that one. It's a massive deflection. It has to go out as an own goal, that one. Oh, geez. That is a big stroke of luck for the Bayern 04.
Yeah.
Oh, Rory, it just gets so tiring at this stage, doesn't it? So much on the line, and it's just... What a final day it's been. It really has not disappointed at all, has it?
Yeah, I think we'll both need a lay down after this one. Sadly, I don't think I'll get it, but it's been fantastic. Not much has happened in my 2 games. I think since that big chance for Heidenheim, Frankfurt through on goal here. Johnny B. There's a good bit of cover defending. Not seen enough of him, and there's obviously we know that there's been issues with him and Riera overall. But Stuttgart still playing a very high line, but I think they may have given it. I think they brought it back for offside actually. In the end, Heidenheim doing their best. They've made changes. Frankie Schmidt has used. I think he's exhausted his bench now. So we're all in here.
3-1 Wolfsburg. 3-1 to Wolfsburg. They've broken away again. Sorry to interrupt you there, Rory, but Pejcinovic has finished it, and it's going to be a deserved win for the Wolves. I'm going to be honest with you, they have shown up today. Nobody can deny that. They've played well, really. They've created a lot of chances, and it looks as though they are going to be the ones that go into the playoff against Elversberg, Paderborn, or Hanover. They've got the result, Rory. Huge celebrations. Pejcinovic is absolutely going crazy, having scored that third. They have been by far the better side. And I think they've got it right today. They have got it right today. And you were kind of right. Again, your tips recently, Rory, have just been ridiculous, really. It's like if you'd have put money on all those bets, you'd be a rich man now, I think. But yeah, you tipped that Wolfsburg were finally going to turn up for this game. And that's what they've done today.
And I've just seen a third goal. Hopefully this one stands for Gladbach. Oh my lord, Nubel, what are you doing? Penalty Frankfurt. That is just him all over. Sadly, just a completely innocuous ball into the box. He gets it. Ugh, that's so stupid.
That's awful. That's all. I'm also seeing replays. That's appalling from Newbo. It really is.
It's so unnecessary as well. In a game like this, he's just lost his focus completely. Big moment here. Obviously, we know TSG are 3-0 down. Johnny B to do the necessaries here. Looks like he's going to step up and put it away confidently for 2-1. Game on in Frankfurt. They'll be buoyed by that, and so we'll know. I tell you what, a Leverkusen goal would certainly make it a bit jittery.
What is Nubel doing there? Really, like that is appalling. To be honest with you, like he's literally fouled him in the one place that he's going to give a penalty away there. That's a car crash at the moment from him. But as you say, the TSG have had much bigger of a car crash these 90 minutes, and it is 3-0 to Gladbach. It's a great strike from Giggs, I think it was, who can really hit a ball, can't he? Yeah, 100%. They've had an absolute disaster 90 minutes. But the Gladbach, for me, from what I've seen, this has been their performance of the season, hands down. I mean, they owe a lot of favours to the VfB if they could. Well, they are going to win this game ultimately. It's very, very unlikely that the TSG have got any way back. But it's obviously Leverkusen we're looking at now, Rory. They just need one more goal, and then you never know. Could we see a collapse from Stuttgart? But you're still looking quite comfortable. Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried just now.
Oh well, I always like to worry. That's what I'm about. But just as Heidenheim had another big chance, a really good save from Bats in net for Mainz. It was a good save at the back post there. Another corner for Heidenheim. So just see if this one goes in, they could maybe have a bit of a late flourish, but it's all pretty much gone now with those Wolfsburg goals. Now they're just playing for pride, which they had done fantastically well, all season and represented themselves so fantastically for their spell in the Bundesliga. But it's gonna be coming to an end quite soon for them. Because Mainz have been deserved for their current 2-0 lead and maybe more. We'll have to see on the break. Just as Frankfurt are on the attack here, looking to play their way through and give themselves an opportunity to equalise and push on, because there's still 15 minutes plus added on time here because we were delayed in starting. Ball to the back post, which is well defended. Maxi Mittelstädt has been taken off for Jaquez, so that's obviously a bit of a reinforcement at the back point of view from Stuttgart and Sebastian Hoeneß. Stuttgart have just got to pour everything into these last 15 minutes. Good header out there by Jeff Chabot, and he wins a free kick for the boys there. Lovely stuff. So just coming towards the end of these games, Mark, the end of the Bundesliga season, traditional season that is, because of course we got the relegation playoffs still to come, which is going to be Wolfsburg at the end of the day, taking on one of those three teams. Whilst we have a bit of a break in any goals happening, who do you think stands the best chance of beating Wolfsburg in a relegation playoff match?
I would say Hanover, to be honest with you. I think they've got that will be a derby as well, which will be quite an interesting match. And if all results stay as they are, then it would be Hanover, which they'd be the team that Wolfsburg would fear the most, because the support, they have a great support. It's a derby as well, so I guess they'd be well up for it as well. Elversberg, I think they wouldn't fear as much because they would have been if they end up in the playoff, they'd be in a position where they've blown the promotion, basically, because they had, they've had it in their hands for the last 2 weeks, really. And Paderborn, I don't think they'd fear as much because they're not really a kind of team, to be honest with you, Paderborn. I think Hanover would definitely be the ones they'd rather avoid, to be honest. I think they'd be the ones with the best chance of winning, simply because of I'm sure it'd be a partisan atmosphere, particularly at home. It'd be a complete sellout, 45,000 there. And I know that the Hanover fans are really, really strong as well. So they'd be the ones that have the best chance of beating. Plus, they have the bigger squad as well, the better squad, ultimately, of the three teams. They'll be disappointed if they miss out on autos, to be honest with you, because they'll feel as though, with the way the season's gone in this fight, with a lot of teams messing up at the end of the season, that they'll feel as though they should have been in pole position going into this last day. But yeah, we'll have to see, won't we? There's a lot on the cards yet, Rory. Do you think the Wolves would stay up if they do obviously end up seeing it through and getting in the playoff?
So yeah, it's all about momentum at the end of the day, isn't it? Which they'll take into the relegation playoff matches, I think. And yeah, we know how strong a record the Bundesliga teams have, so you'd expect them to do the job. But I think that's a good observation from you about Hanover maybe being the team to cause some problems. Oh my lordy lord, that was close. Johnny B is gone very, very close to making it 2-2 there, Mark. A great effort on the edge of the box from a header from a Stuttgart player. Meets it on the volley. Nubel's not even moved. That's 2-2 all over if it's on target. I think it's hit the outside of the post, actually. Wow. Big chance there. Well, not a big chance, but a great effort from Johnny B. What's he doing on the Frankfurt bench? Well, we know why he's on there, but that I'm sure will be resolved as the season goes into the summer. Just as Stuttgart go down the other end. Chance here. Oh, Wagnerman. Oh, almost 3-1. Good chance of Wagnerman. Good strike. Oh no, sorry, it was labelling. Not Wagnerman at all. My apologies. But a good break there from Stuttgart and almost 3-1. Just as we're into the 86th minute here in Heidenheim and still nothing doing, sadly, for the home side. They've huffed and they've puffed, had a few chances, but Mainz have had the better of the match. Let's be honest, sadly. And I've seen, Mark, there's been a fifth goal for Bayern. In the Allianz.
Yeah, Mr. Jackson has got it as well. Yeah, it's now 122 goals. 122 goals for them. Just as Hoffenheim missed probably their only chance of the game, really. Yeah, it's quite he should be scoring there, really. I think it's Aslani, is it? Yeah, wow, what a day, Rory, it really is. Just as Union got a fourth as well. What a horrible day for the FCA to finish the season. Yeah, that's disappointing. I'm going to be honest. After all the praise that we've given the FCA in recent weeks, to turn up and lose this game 4-0 is disappointing. I'm not going to lie. They've just had an off day. But yeah, they've not even come close to getting that position. Obviously, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. They could have won 4-0, and with Freiburg's performance, it wouldn't have been enough. But I would have hoped for a little bit better than what they've shown up today. I mean, the defense has been rubbish today. It really has, which not often we can say that about the FCI. It seems as though is it Jong who's got the goal? I think it's Jong who's eventually got the fourth for them. Yeah, the goals keep firing in, don't they? We're just coming into Leverkusen. They're already into the 90th minute now, Rory, and it's actually Hamburg who just had a good chance to make it 2-1. There are going to be 7 minutes added on now, which again is basically just modern football, isn't it? All these gazillion minutes added on to every single game for seemingly no reason in most of the time. Just as Gladbach have got a fourth as well. Wow. What a performance from them.
Insane.
Gladbach 4-0 against Hoffenheim. I can't believe it, really. I just didn't see that coming at all.
Huge.
The Hoffenheim players just absolutely devastated, to be honest. Yeah, it really is. They look devastated, truly. They thought they were going to win today. And again, it's poor defending, dilly-dallying on the ball. He's been caught by number 25 for Gladbach. Who is it that got the goal? Either way, it's 4-0, and it's just a thrashing. It's a complete thrashing. Hoffenheim haven't shown up, just like the FCR today, to be counted. But yeah, Gladbach, for me, performance of the season is taking 9 months and 33 games, but they finally put in like a real performance that should be at their level, really, this season. I mean, they have won games 4-0 already this season, but not against teams the level of Hoffenheim, you know. And the performances haven't been as complete as what they've shown today. A superb performance, 90-minute performance from them, and they deserve a lot of credit. And you never know, maybe that performance will be enough to get Polanski the job. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe. Just into 3 minutes of added on time in Heidenheim, 3 minutes to enjoy for the home crowd and just give them a send-off, hopefully, from Bundesliga football. We'll watch their progress in the Zweite with great interest next season for sure. They've been beaten by a really good, talented Mainz team here, and there's no shame in that. Had their chances, like we said, but ultimately not their day. And obviously with the Wolfsburg performance and result, they would have needed a bit of a miracle anyway. Pretty much also barring things going completely crazy, it's pretty much party time in Frankfurt for the Stuttgart fans. Lots of people bouncing up and down and having a good old sing-song and enjoyment. The fact that Stuttgart are very much on the edge here of confirming Champions League football is a lovely thing to say and feel and achieve for Sebastian Hoeneß and the team. Just a real kind of positive that everything is going well at the club, not only for the men's senior team, but everything else in between. The women's senior team have got promoted to the women's Bundesliga for I'm not sure for the first time, but certainly have got promotion, which is excellent. Just as Gladbach game is over, Mark, and that is absolutely crackers, and probably could be the result of the day. Certainly from a Stuttgart point of view, it is. Hoffenheim, they'll be in Europe next season, but they will feel shell-shocked because, if anything, people were calling the result to be the other way around, just as Frankfurt got on the attack here, but Stuttgart managed to get it clear. And I think there's another goal in not in Dortmund, but in Bremen.
Let's have a look. I mean, my screen has currently got the FCH's last minute as a Bundesliga side, unfortunately. Just as they have another chance there, which is saved. It's just not been their day, has it, Rory? I mean, right from the start, conceding that early goal. They can be proud of themselves, ultimately. They've created chances today, but it's just not been their finest performance today, unfortunately. The Philip Teach show has really done a job. Just as Dortmund have completed the win with a 2-0 in Bremen. Pretty predictable in many ways, really. Again, and I don't think we've not seen much of that game on the conference, to be honest with you. It's probably been the least covered game, but it's a good goal to finish it off in the end. I can't, again, quite see who's got it because it's on a split screen at the minute. Just as Heidenheim's period is about to end, the first relegation under Frankie Schmidt has been confirmed, Rory. I know you're a big fan of the FCH, of your Baden-Württemberg brothers in Stuttgart, but what can you say? Do you want to give a kind of final eulogy for the FC Heidenheim's stint in the Bundesliga?
Yeah, I think it's been a great stay for them in the Bundesliga, which has had some massive highs. Not discounting their ridiculous journey in Europe in the Conference League, hosting Chelsea on one amazing Thursday night in Heidenheim, which is just so cool for them to just remember and reflect on. So yeah, it's been amazing. We long since relegated them. It is reality now, and so it's obviously for them as a club to respond to that in the Zweite and not kind of just to be stable. For the such the size of the club and things like that, they represented themselves so well. And put up a great fight in this ridiculous end to the season where they've been in like the top 4 for form in the last 7-8 games. But it has had to come to an end. And I think that's about right for where they have been before that time. But yeah, no, I've enjoyed the ride. Their openness to just play and entertain has been great. We've seen some really good players come and go. I think the highlight mark probably has to be that season where they came, was it 7th with the likes of Tim Kleindienst and Bester just tearing the place up.
Yeah, that was just amazing, wasn't it? Yeah, it's and they fought well the last 2 seasons, just as Pauli's dream Bundesliga 2-year stay has come to an end, as well as the referee blows the whistle after 7 minutes of added time. For them, I guess it's been less of a glorified, stay in the Bundesliga. Last season, 32 goals, 32 points. This season, only 26. So they've only averaged 29 points a season in a time in the Bundesliga. It's been a constant struggle for goals over the 2 seasons, hasn't it? I think they've pretty much got a similar number to what they got last season, and that's well below a goal a game that they've ended up scoring this season. Yeah, what can you say? I don't think this result will go down as the favourite of the neutrals, to be honest. Most people were hoping either Heidenheim or Pauli would end up getting that playoff spot, but it is the Wolves who are going to go into that final 2-game decider, the relegation, as they call it in Germany. They are going to play that 2-legged tie for I believe the 3rd time in their history it will be. So yeah, they have got there in the end. I mean, for a long period, it looked like they were going to get direct relegation, didn't it, Rory? I think they were even 4 or even 5 points adrift with 4 or 5 games to go this season, but they managed to put some kind of form together, which we did kind of expect. And obviously, Pauli have just not been able to show up to the table in this relegation running. I believe they've only picked up 1 point from the last 6 games, which isn't good enough from a relegation running. You can see the fans are staying behind them. It's always a great sight. I always think it's a big contrast to in England. When a team gets relegated, normally half the fans have already gone home by the time the final whistle comes. You know what I mean? It's but in Germany, they stay behind them. The flags are up, the scarves are up. And both of these teams, let's be honest, I think me and you tipped it, Rory. We both tipped Pauli and Heidenheim to get relegated before the season. Disappointment in some ways. We always thought that 3rd relegation spot was going to be tough, didn't we? And obviously the VfL wouldn't have been on many people's mind for that 3rd the relegation spot. I think most people had the likes of Cologne, Hamburg, or even Union Berlin, but all of them have managed to stay up. What can you say then, Rory? It seems as though the end of the season is nigh on us. I still think a few minutes. I've not seen anything from the Leverkusen yet. We've still got scenes from Pauli. I mean, if Leverkusen is full time, you've got Champions League. Basically, it's over.
I haven't seen it full time yet, so I think it must still just about be happening. But of course, Stuttgart are still winning. We're just into the start of 4 minutes of added on time in Frankfurt. We've just been kind of eulogizing the end of the season from a relegation point of view. And that was a good strike. Crikey, where's the ball going? Oh, it's a penalty. Oh my God. Frankfurt got a penalty again.
Wow. It looks as though it's going to be inconsequential, because I would imagine that the Leverkusen game is over even though we've not seen it yet officially.
Yeah, it is. Sorry, yeah, it is
Oh,
over.
it's
Is it
over, so
over?
they've got league regardless.
Yeah,
But what's he given this for? Actually, it looks like a very soft one, to be honest.
it's given handball, I
Oh,
think.
come on, that's
Oh, that's pathetic. That's
what's he
absolutely
given that
pathetic.
for?
He's
Oh, I
given
can
it to
see
handball.
he's on one side. Yeah, it's
That's so harsh.
handball penalties.
Yeah.
Mm,
So I guess I'll talk us through it. But yeah, seems like
mm.
it's going to be like you say, inconsequential, but still drama in the match. Yeah, Johnny B. Can he repeat? Is he going to go the same way? Newbill is jumping up and down on the line, trying to put him off. Johnny Burkhardt 4-2-2 straight down the middle. And I don't know if can Frankfurt win and still get top 7. I'm not sure.
No. Freiburg have confirmed that they just needed the
Freiburg.
win for the top 7. Yeah, so
Yeah.
everything's over, but obviously a little bit of joy for Frankfurt to end the season, isn't it? Really, in a season that hasn't brought much joy for them. But yeah. How do you feel, Rory? I mean, you must be a little bit disappointed to not finish on a win, but it looks as though you have got Champions League, so it's irrelevant.
Yeah, no,
And
it's obviously it's done, isn't it? The job is done. The win against Leverkusen and the draw against Hoffenheim was the key moments. I suppose obviously if Hoffenheim had managed to get over the line today against Gladbach, that would have been a real horrible watch. But there is just it's gone Stuttgart's way ultimately. And I know we were talking on Thursday about you thinking that maybe Hoffenheim deserved it across the course of the season, and Stuttgart's season has been interesting because it's been across so many different competitions. The players have been so stretched. But yeah, I think ultimately just that ability to never give up, never say die attitude, plus some just pure quality across the pitch has been fantastic to watch. Frankfurt still on the attack here, looking for a final say in this match, trying to recycle the ball. Johnny Burkhardt, of course, off the bench to score. Ooh, good strike, good save. Luckily, it's straight at him. There, I think that was Chaibi with the chance on the edge of the box. Just goes to show. I know Frankfurt have been given 2 penalties, but it just goes to show they have players capable. Oh my God, Stuttgart on the break here. Can he give it? Oh, I'll tell you what. If he managed to square it there, it's 3-2. And that I think is that. Amenda is trying to cause some beef with Wagnerman for some reason. Just embarrassing at this stage in the match. Just crack on, mate. Honestly, what are you doing? Very, very funny. I think there's some Frankfurt flags and things saying thank you to Alberto Riera, pretty much confirming what we know is end game for him, and it's going to be a late corner for Stuttgart. So who knows? Maybe we'll get one more moment before the end of all play here in the Bundesliga. One last chance for some fun drama. Oh, I don't think we're going to have drama at all, because I don't think Stuttgart are even going to bother putting in the box by the looks of it. So don't look like we're interested in scoring. Looks like it's just about doing the job, which is now done. And maybe I get a chance to see a bit of Stuttgart versus Man United next season. Who knows? I'll be on the street begging to try and get myself tickets to that. Yeah, it's all over. Stuttgart, yeah, we knew, but they are in the Champions League next season. They are confirmed after their draw 2-2 with Frankfurt to join RB Leipzig, Borussia Dortmund, and of course the champions Bayern Munich in the UCL next season. We don't know yet if we might have a fifth representative in the shape of SC Freiburg. Based on the performance today, then they've got every chance, Mark, of joining with their final against Aston Villa, which is on Wednesday, which of course we'll be watching with great interest. Emotional scenes everywhere. And I think, players, coaches, officials, and fans alike are noting the end of a massive season in the league. So I think, overall it's been a blast. We still got a few shows to come anyway with a review and some award shows and bits and bobs like that. But what have you taken from it? I've thoroughly enjoyed it all the way through the amazing entertainment that we've been served up and covering it with yourself. What have you enjoyed the most about it all?
Yeah, it's been another brilliant season, hasn't it? Yeah, I would say what have I enjoyed the most? I would say, obviously watching that brilliant Bayern team. We've had a brilliant champion this year, 122 goals they finished on. Considering that the record before this season was 101, it's just insane to get an extra 21 goals to the previous record. It's crazy. So that's been enjoyable. Obviously, the top four race has been superb this season. I feel as though, we've had a real quality top four race this year, which has obviously gone right down to the last day with 3 teams still in contention for that last spot. Stuttgart, the legend lives on in the names of Nürnberg's song Die Legende lebt. The Hoeneß dream just keeps continuing, basically, and there's still potential to add a second trophy as well. It's going to be difficult against that Bayern side next week, but who will put it beyond the Stuttgart side? They just seem to find a way in every time, and that's now 2 Champions League qualifications for the VfB in 3 seasons. So absolutely superb for them, on top of a cup and another cup final as well. So this is a great period in the history of Stuttgart, and let's not forget, only a couple of years ago we saw them struggling down the bottom every year as well. I think obviously we remember doing watch-alongs when Stuttgart ended up finishing the playoff one year, didn't they? So just absolutely brilliant stuff for them. Relegation, obviously, probably a little bit disappointed in the end. I think most of us were hoping that Heidenheim would do it today, but in the end, it's Wolfsburg that eventually get that playoff spot. There's no guarantee they're going to be in the Bundesliga next season either, because they've got to replicate that level of performance against whoever they play in this fight in order to guarantee they stay up. But I think if they produce something similar to what they've done the last 2 weeks, they'll be okay, and we'll be seeing them again next season, to be honest with you. But obviously goals, so many standout players, so many breakthrough players as well has been another amazing thing this season, which I guess we'll talk about more in the kind of debrief of the season. But there's been so many this season. We always say in the Bundesliga there's a lot of breakout stars, but this season I think has been one of the best for that as well. There's been so many of them from all clubs really this season. So it's been a joy to cover again. Great to see Köln and Hamburg stay up this season as well. It's a rare year that neither promoted side has got relegated as well, so that's been nice to see. And obviously next year we got Schalke back as well, which is superb as well. So we're going to have a bumper Bundesliga season next year as well.
Indeed we are, and therefore we can bring this afternoon to a close and all go have a cup of tea or something like that to calm us all down, or something stronger perhaps. It's been great fun. So I think we'll bring things to a close this afternoon. So like I say, there's still more to come from us, just to kind of finish off the season. We'll let you all about that. Let you all know about that across social media, where we promote all our different bits and bobs of action. So thank you all for watching. No matter what part you've watched of this afternoon, hope you've all enjoyed it and the drama. Mark, do you want to just end the stream as we end this Bundesliga season?
Yeah, don't forget as well that this was only the warm-up technically, because we got Eurovision this evening as well, for those of you that are interested in that. Yeah, I know it's not everyone's thing, but yeah, that's something else to look forward to tonight. But yeah, don't forget that we're not only a YouTube channel, we're also a podcast as well, so check that out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. And also don't forget to check us out on social media as well, where we continue to grow as well. So thanks very much, guys. It won't be the last show of the season. As we say, we'll do at least one debriefing episode, maybe two, on time. But yeah, you've earned yourselves a great summer, guys, as well. You know, enjoy the World Cup and things like that if you don't watch the debrief show. But yeah, we hope to see you there as well. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you back again next season. So see you then, guys. Ciao, ciao.